Shalom.
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 This is Voice of a Watchman, coming to you from Jacksonville, Florida. All praises to the Most High. Ahayah by Shemi, Yashayah, Barak, Kadash. And we are so grateful and thankful today that we have another Sabbath, another Friday night, and hopefully we're looking forward to another Sabbath lesson tomorrow night. We're live every Friday and Saturday night here at sundown, Friday night, and just about 7 o'clock on Saturday night. So tune in. If you're new listening to us, this is Voice of a Watchman. This is my son Josh, my wife Mary, and my brother-in-law Tony. So we say peace to everyone out there that's listening. We can't thank you enough for the offering. We have an offering, that our first offering, and we're on 5 years, and we just started asking, and we received a blessing. So we want to thank you. Please send your offerings, whatever you can send, to josh.lavio@gmail.com. That's josh.lavio@gmail.com. Just send what you can. We don't want your rent money. We don't want your any money from you at all if you're struggling. But if you can afford to help us support this ministry so we can go on and upgrade everything in this ministry, it'll be much, much appreciated. Thank you. Josh.
So, shalom out there, everybody. So, this is another Sabbath. And we always do praise the Most High for the truth that He's given us. This is the holy day. This is the Sabbath.
That's right.
So, again, if you want to give to us, information is my email, and the name of the PayPal account is Joshua Lavia. Type it in as one word.
Josh.Lavia.
No, not my email. The
PayPal. It's
the PayPal account.
Yeah, it's Josh.Lavia.
No, it's Joshua Lavio. Then my email is to.
Well, we got the offering from that. Right? All right. I'm almost sure it's Josh, right? .lavio@gmail.com. So either way, we appreciate it. Like we said.
If you want the information, also I put the information to give to us in the description on the lesson. So just look in the lesson description and you'll find the information to give to us.
All right, awesome. Josh.
So,
as we learn truth and as we grow in this ministry, I promise you, you will too. Because we're not going to pull any wool over anybody's eyes by trying to expertise or telling you that you're going to be blessed and you're going to get rich and prosper if you give to us. No, that's all Christianity. We don't believe in that. Okay? That's all lies. That's all deceit. The only people who get rich in the Christian churches are the pastors who ask for tithes. So, and this is not about money. This is not about getting rich. The word of the Most High is not for sale. It's just not. Because the word says if you cannot serve, right, the Most High and money. But the enemy got into Christian church and on TV with the Word of Faith teachers, and they twisted everything. They twisted the words where they've got people sending them millions and millions of dollars a year. And they're stealing from them. But Judgment Day's coming. Oh, yeah. Judgment Day's coming. And it's right at the door.
So,
Go ahead, Josh.
I want to drop some nuggets before we go into our chapter for the day. Let's go to Leviticus 26, verse 15.
Okay.
Leviticus 26:15.
Okay, let's get to it. All right. I hope you're blessed today. I hope you're having a good Sabbath. We are. We look forward. Really look forward to Friday night, Saturday. Then we're on sometimes Monday and Wednesday. So we're not. You don't have to tune in Monday and Wednesday, but we have an ongoing ministry here, so you can tune in anytime. We've got like at least 420 links, Josh, or 400 around there. So we have plenty of links. So just tune in. You want to know about the flat Earth? The Earth is not round like a ball, and we can prove it.
Leviticus 26,
Just
verse
go to
15.
it. All right. Leviticus 26:15.
So,
ready?
If we understand the curses that according to Deuteronomy 28, Deuteronomy 32, and Leviticus 26, these are all judgments for the children of Israel. And of course, according to Deuteronomy 28 and 46, these shall be upon them for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So the way you identify, or the way you can find the children of Israel, is you look for the curses. Oh, and there's different verses and curses throughout the Bible. But mainly in these chapters, and you look for the people that fit them, that statistically fit them. Because actually, if you think about it, all these chapters are Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26 are really statistical, what they call statistics today, like poverty and prison.
Right.
I mean, Isaiah 42 and 23 talks about how they'll be snared and hidden in prison houses. Right?
That's right.
And a lot of people read that and don't really understand that's talking about a curse for the blacks and Hispanics.
I heard a pastor in New York use that scripture because he had a prison ministry in New York. It had nothing to do with that, although it had a little to do with it, but he didn't know.
Verse 15.
Can I start at 14, Josh, if you don't mind? But if you will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul
So the children of Israel, who this is addressing, have been taught today to despise and to break the commandments defaultly. In other words, they're taught they don't even have to do them.
Wow.
But through religion.
Right. Or if your soul honor my judgments.
So in other words, if you come to hate to do my commandments.
Wow. So that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant.
Absolutely. Read.
Well, I just want to stop there. How do all the word of faith teachers say that they keep covenant with Abraham when it just said, but that ye break my covenant? They break his covenant through Christianity, and they say they're Abraham's covenant. No, you're not. I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror.
So for your rebellion, he's going to put a nation over you who's always going to have you in a position of fear.
Wow.
In your neighborhoods, through the police brutality.
That's right.
Through black or Hispanic on Hispanic, or Hispanic on black, or black on black crime.
Come on.
Because if you look at the two major races that always kill each other in gangs, who are they? Blacks and Hispanics. That's exactly what the Bible prophesies.
I will even appoint over you terror.
Read.
Consumption.
That's sicknesses.
And the burning ago.
Those are sicknesses.
That shall consume the eyes.
You'll have cataracts and different eye diseases.
Wow.
You'll you'll statistically be the people with these the most types of these sicknesses.
And cause sorrow of heart.
That's a weak heart.
And ye shall sow your seed in vain.
So you'll work, and you won't see the full pay of what you really deserve.
Okay. Hold on. I lost the sorrow of heart. And you shall sow your seed. Okay. For your enemy shall eat it.
So in other words, your enemies will prosper the most off of your labor. And if you look at Israel, that's true, because who prospers the most off of them? The other nations.
That's right.
Whether they go out and work for them or whether they run their own, the other nations run the communities where the most of these people live. They run the restaurants, they run the school systems, they run everything. They run the beauty industry in the black community, the food industry, the music. Black people don't even run the music they make, because the music they make is owned by Jewish people.
Mm-hmm. And I was even told, Josh, that they have to sing the words they make up on the songs.
Yeah, they don't decide what they say or sing.
Okay.
Those things are dictated to them.
That's right. I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
So your enemies will make laws or enforce policies where you will die at a high rate. What race of people tend to be killed by each other, like I just said? And what race of people tend to be harassed by the law enforcement at a higher rate? Blacks and Hispanics.
That's right.
It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Read.
They that hate you shall
They that
reign.
what?
They that hate you.
No, go to them and try to get justice.
They that hate you.
They that what?
Hate you.
No, they love you.
Hate you.
No, go to Jesse Jackson.
Hate you.
Al Sharpton.
Hate you.
Read.
Shall
No, Donald Trump.
hate you.
Read.
Wow. And shall reign over you.
They that hate you shall what?
Reign over you.
So the Bible clearly tells you that the system that rules over the children of Israel, the blacks and Hispanics, has a deep hatred, because going back to Genesis, the 25th chapter, what happened? No, Genesis 27, who was chosen, who was given the blessing.
That's right.
So Esau was rejected, and instead of repenting, what did he do? He let that anger consume him, and he said, what? When the days of mourning are fulfilled, I will kill my father. And Jacob said, by your sword shall you live,
My brother.
and you shall serve your brother. So speaking about in the end. So
Okay.
So now we know that the children of Esau, the European white man, so-called the white elite, rule the earth. Read.
Okay, Josh. For your enemies shall, okay. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. And if ye will not yet for all this hearken unto me, what he just said, then I will punish you 7 times more for your sins.
Go to verse 30.
Wow. Wow.
Verse 30. Leviticus 26 and 30.
And I will destroy your high places.
So nowadays, that's speaking of like your high places. I will cause the people in authority over your black leaders to not to be able to deliver you, in a sense. I will read.
And cut down your images.
Read.
And cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols. And my soul shall honor you. I shall hate you. And I will make your cities waste.
I will do what?
Make your cities waste.
So whatever the children, and this is a fact, this is, you know how the Bible is talking about the blacks and Hispanics.
That's right.
Generally, in all the cities in the America, who lives in the waste places? in the these places actually look like war zones, like Fort Greene in New York. What are some other Bedford-Stuyvesant, South LA?
Yeah. The Hood. Miami's.
The Ninth Ward. You know, the poorest neighborhood in the nation is in Louisiana, is in New Orleans.
The Ninth Ward. What?
The Ninth Ward,
Wow.
and that's a ghetto, a black ghetto.
Okay.
So start that verse over.
So wake up, Black America. You're Hebrew. Wake up. And I will. Okay. And I will make your cities waste.
I will what?
I will make your cities waste.
I will make your cities blessed.
This is prophesying now. And I will make your cities waste.
So the children, like I just said, and that works out for the Hispanics, because where do they live? They live in the same conditions in the.
That's right. In the inner cities.
You have Little Havana. In Miami. That's a poor area.
Real poor.
You have probably Spanish ghettos in New York.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Harlem, Bedford-Stuyvesant, Red Hook.
Same where, and they usually live together.
Yeah.
In poverty, the blacks and Hispanics.
And then the agenda of the elite is sooner or later they'll kill each other, and that's what they want.
So read.
Okay. And I will make your cities waste and bring your sanctuaries unto desolation.
In other words, people will look at you and say, how are these people able to live? How are these people able to survive in these conditions? These are inhumane conditions.
They are.
I mean, roaches, bad water, violent drugs, heroin, crack, cocaine, LSD.
Wow. And I will bring the land into desolation.
So I will bring the land that you will dwell in America to the worst possible. You will live in the worst possible conditions, and this will point to biblical prophecy to let you know who you are according to the Bible.
That's
you are
right.
the children of Israel.
This is why we're telling you this time, because we want
Go to Romans.
All right.
Romans 11:11.
I believe the curses of Israel, of the Hebrews, that are Afro-Americans in America, and Hispanics, or whoever they are, all right, all over the world. I don't believe we can ever rise out of the physical curses, but the spiritual curses you can. And I'm going to talk a little on that. When
You can come back. You can come back in unity, true
right.
unity.
That's right. You can know your
These
true power.
these people are these government, these Ponzi schemes of these
Romans, right?
these what you call activists are not going to deliver you. Martin Luther King did not deliver you. Malcolm X did not deliver you.
That's right.
And you know that what you call it, Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton haven't done anything to help your situation.
They're all Freemason people.
But
they don't care about anyone.
You still lean on these people as if they're going to make your living condition better.
No, they're not.
Talking about let's march on Washington because someone got shot by the police. That's not going to change anything. You think? Why don't you ask them for reparations? For payback for 400 years of labor. What like your foreparent Moses did, and they bankrupted Egypt in a day.
Wow.
Not only did they bankrupt Egypt, when they tried to come back and get them, the Most High destroyed the Egyptian army.
That's right. That's awesome, Josh.
Right?
Yeah. One day they bankrupted.
So imagine all that wealth they left out with. They left out rich.
Wow. That's awesome.
See, y'all are so and I know you're not going to get paid back because they're not interested in giving you fair treatment. You really want them to, where's your money? Where's your payback? Tell the government to get out of our communities. In our community.
You were involved with the biggest Holocaust that the world has ever known,
and it's
there's
still
no
going
aspiration
on.
for you.
Romans 11:11. Romans 11:11.
Okay, I knew you were going to go there. Okay. Romans 11:11. Ready?
Read verse 1.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
So, have the Israelites stumbled that they should be done away with?
Listen up.
Read.
Ahayah forbid, but rather through their fall, the Israelites, salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
No, I said read verse 1. Then, did you read verse 1?
11:1, yeah.
No, that's 11:11.
Oh,
Romans 11:1.
oh, I'm sorry. My bad, folks.
Then, yeah, you can read
No, that's
that.
okay.
Romans 11:1.
I say then, hath Ahayah cast away his people?
Has he done what?
Has he cast away his people? Sorry, Josh.
So these curses still apply to the children of Israel because, like I said, in Deuteronomy 28:46, what it says, these shall be upon you for a sign. In other words, if you want to really look and find these people, don't look in the so-called Middle East where those fake Jewish people are. Look for the curses. Because you don't see them living in poverty. You see them controlling government.
Come on.
Who actually runs the world government? The Jewish elite. Goldman Sachs, Lehman Brothers. Those aren't black people. Those are Jewish elite.
You want to see the phony Judaisms? Just go down San Jose Boulevard down here, over the bridge.
They're not living in fear for they have their own fenced, walled-in community.
You see them suffering? They're not suffering.
All probably rich houses too. But anyway.
I say then, hath Ahayah cast away his people? The power forgive. For I also am an Israelite.
I am a what? I am Jewish.
Israelite, Hebrew, of the seed of Abraham, black, of the tribe of Benjamin. Ahayah hath not cast away his people.
He has cast away his people.
God, Ahayah hath not.
No, the pastor said Israel's done away with.
Ahayah hath not cast away his people.
I thought there was, no, that's the Old Testament. No, this is in Romans.
That's right, come on.
This is the so-called Paul that you love so much.
Yeah, you don't even know who he is. Right?
Ahayah
hath not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What ye not what the scriptures say?
Now go to verse 11. 11,
okay, ready? I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
So in Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26 and Deuteronomy 32 shows you the repercussions of their fall, the curses. Read.
The Most High forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
Now, when it says their fall, in other words, did they fall, did they sin that they should be completely done away with? And we know that's not true. But in religion, what they tell you is either the Jewish people or the people in the land of Israel are Jews, which is a blasphemous lie. The Revelation 2:9-3:9 tells you that's a lie.
That's right.
Or they tell you everyone's a Jew, which that's also a lie because you can't spiritually convert into the Israel. You can't spiritually change your nationality.
That's right.
Israelite is not a religion. Israelite is a nationality.
It's a nation. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Read.
It's okay. For to provoke them to jealousy.
So they didn't fall to be destroyed, but to let the word be brought to the Gentiles. That's why. But Israel has to hear it first.
That's right.
Right?
Now, if the fall of them.
Now, if the fall of the children of Israel, the blacks and Hispanics,
be the riches of the world.
And don't tell me that's not true. Don't tell me the nations of the world don't get rich off these people being blind and following them.
That's right.
Like I said, who owns their communities?
Come on.
Whites, Asians.
That's supposed to be, brother.
Indians, the people from India with the dot under the Hindus, selling them hair, the Chinese selling them pork, right?
That's right. Come on. Everywhere you go, you have to take money out of your pocket and make their families rich. When it's supposed to be the opposite way.
And I'm not saying it's wrong to be
right, to
commune with other people.
That's okay.
But God wants you to have your own possession, your own
economy,
your own economy within an economy.
That's right.
See, America doesn't teach a slave a slave people to have an economy or have independence.
Right, Mary?
Right? Have a socio-economic way to defend yourself from other nations. No, a slave master will always teach a slave to always depend on me. So, I'll take care of you.
Yeah,
Yet
and that's what
my real agenda is not to take care of you, it's to destroy you and keep you under me.
That's right.
Read.
For I speak to you Gentiles. All right. Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness? For I speak to you Gentiles. Okay.
Go to Mark 5.
Mark 5. Okay. We got it. Mark 5. Okay. How many verses, Josh? I just want to call them. Sorry. How many verses?
Start at the top.
All right. I'll just color something here. Okay. Mark 5. Are we there, guys? Okay.
Mark 5.
All right. Let's go. Ready? Mary? Okay. And they came over onto the other side of the sea, into the country of the Gadarenes.
Read.
And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit.
So again, of course, we know that we have power over unclean spirits, but again, like we just been saying, a lot of these parables and these miracles are symbolic of the condition of the children of Israel today.
Come on, Josh.
Meaning they have
that's good. Wait,
that they have an
good.
unclean spirit in them through the unclean mental state of suppression, oppression. The Bible says what? An oppression maketh a wise man mad. In other words, when the wise man is oppressed by the unwise, it makes him mentally unstable. So black people and Hispanics, and again, they are the biggest two people that deal with mental sicknesses. And
you got to change things, folks. You got to turn it around.
And it's a fact. In other words, and he came out of the tombs. In other words, this was a bad area, right? He came out of the tombs, the ghetto.
Come on.
With an unclean spirit.
Come on.
I mean, I may be expanding on it, but think about it.
Josh. That's good.
Let the Spirit speak. Right?
Let me say this too. Josh, I want to add to my son what he's saying. Knowing who's talking, when they're talking, and where they're talking. If you don't know that this is a black man's Bible, you will never understand how Josh is deep in this stuff. How he get deep in some scriptures.
And of course, if you lay your hands on somebody, I mean, I don't know if though. I think these are more. The way you cast out spirits now is by the word, not. I don't really know if these miracles are really in effect today.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't believe they are. Okay. And unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him.
That's how a lot of black people
how they're living.
Nobody can bind them. No one can control them. Religion can't really control them.
Come on.
Read.
And no man could bind him. No, not with chains.
So even when you put him in jail, you can't bind them completely.
Because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, broken. Okay? And the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man tame him.
So there is no solution that nobody has been able to solve the problem of the Hispanic and black man in America, or tame him, or in other words, give him peace.
Come on,
right?
That's right. And always night. You want to say something else, Josh? And always
night and day.
He was in the mountains.
So he was in seclusion.
Come on.
He was in an area where nobody wanted to be around him. And that's another truth. Nobody really wants to be in the areas that black people generally live in these big cities, in the ghetto. Nobody wants to be around them. So they're naturally in seclusion.
Wow.
Read.
And in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones.
So because of his mental sickness, this man cut himself or did damage to himself. Wow. His body, right? Read. Wow. But when he saw Yashayah or Jesus afar off, he came and worshipped him and cried with a loud voice and said, What hast thou to do with me, thou Yashayah, thou son of the Most High? Power, I adjure thee by Ahayah that thou torment me not. So this spirit, when it came in the spirit within the individual, when it came in contact with power, it worshipped him because he knew who his master was. Now, black people today don't know who their master is.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So this spirit, when it's addressed, it gets angry. Same spirit, right?
That's right.
In the man in the Gadarenes. They want to argue, they want to fight you when you bring them the truth about who they are according to the Most High.
Yeah.
That spirit that now has become a religious spirit, which is worse than a demon spirit.
It really is. You can't talk to some of them. And even some of your own tribes that we speak to on the streets, or wherever we go, I run into a lot of them with that spirit, that religious spirit.
Verse 8, for he said unto him, come out. So the Most High, the Son of the Most High, Yashayah, didn't reason. He didn't talk to the demon. He didn't ask nothing. He said
he didn't mean it. He didn't make a meeting place where you got to come and pay and see miracles. That's all
he
garbage.
Just said,
come on.
He said,
come on, Josh.
He said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit.
Come on.
And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, my name is Legion, for we are many.
And that means 2,000.
Because a legion was a military unit comprised of 2,000 men.
Wow.
So this brother had 2,000 spirits in him. So you know this man was mentally unstable. He was unsociable. I mean,
come on. You know what? It come down to it, he really didn't know how to be. He just didn't. And there's many of our brothers that are worse.
And he asked him, verse 10.
And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Now there was there nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding. Keep going. And all the devils besought him, saying, look at this, all the religious,
send us into the swine.
All the religious spirits, send us into the swine. Wow, send us to the white people that eat pork. Not just white, everybody eats pork, that we may enter into them.
Yashayah gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went out into and entered into the swine, and the herd rained violently down a steep place into a sea, and they were about 2,000, and they choked in the sea.
Stop. You know what? It tells me demons can't swim, Josh. Wow. Wow, this is awesome. See, you know why this is awesome? Because I'm getting blessed, because I've read this so many times, even when I was in Christianity, but I didn't see it because I didn't know who I was reading about. It's so important to know who you're reading about. It's the whole Bible. If you think you're just picking this up, and these are white people, and Christ talked to anybody, he didn't talk to just anybody. He always talked to his people. And he had a few encounters with Samaritans.
Verse 14.
14.
And they that fed the swine fled and told it in the city and the country that they went out of to see what
was done.
What it was that was done. And they came unto Yashayah and see him that was possessed with the devil and the legion sitting and clothed and in his right mind.
Wow.
So once these people, once a person comes to the truth of Christ, they're clothed spiritually. They're in their right mind. Their mind is stable because they've been restored to self-knowledge.
Come on, Joshua, that's right. And I want to say something.
And they were afraid. So they were afraid. So these people were afraid of this man when he was whole. Think about that. These people were so afraid of this man, even when he was healed, they were afraid of him.
Wow.
And they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray to him to depart out of the coast of their coast.
Wow.
And when he was come into the ship that had been possessed with the devil, he prayed him that he might be with him.
Wow.
Howbeit Yashayah suffered him not, but he saith unto him, Go home to thy friends and tell him how great things the Most High hath done for thee.
Wow.
And hath had compassion upon thee.
There you go. There you go. There's the healing right there. Not showmanship, not suits and rings and money. Compassion. Anytime you show compassion and you know who you're reading about, you have a chance to see a real miracle. Remember, only prophecy, true prophecy, and we're white. True prophecy can only come to the tribes. It can't come to no one else. No other nationality has that gift but the tribes.
And verse 20, and he departed and began to publish in Decapolis how great things Decapolis how great things Yashayah had done for him, and all men did marvel.
Wow.
And when Yashayah or Jesus was passed over again by ship to the other side, such people gathered unto him, and he was nigh unto the sea.
Thanks, Tony.
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name.
It could be Irish. It's good, Josh.
And when he saw him, he fell at his feet. And
yeah, Josh, he's good, man.
Now, and he besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at point of death. Now, we know the woman symbolically in the Bible is symbolic of the nation of Israel.
Come on.
So the nation, the children of Israel, the black men and the blacks and Hispanics are at a point of death.
Come on. Wow, good, Josh.
Right?
Yep.
So, and Yashayah is coming to heal them.
Wow.
Pray thee that thou mayest lay hands on her, and that she may be healed, and she may live. So Yashayah is coming to restore and heal the children of Israel.
All right.
Back to who they are as a nation.
Come on.
Now, of course, these people knew who they were. They knew who the children of Israel. They knew they were the children of Israel. Today, the children of Israel, for a majority of them, do not know who they are. So the Messiah has to come in their midst and restore that knowledge to them.
Oh, hold on. John 3:16 says, for Yashayah loved the whole world, the Most High. The whole world, was he talking about? That world was the world of Israel.
Verse
that he gave his only begotten
24. And Jesus, or Yashayah, went with him, and as much people followed him and touched him. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood, again,
well, here you go.
the children of Israel have an issue in their blood.
Look at that.
They
Look
don't
at that.
know who they are. And again, a woman is symbolic of the children of Israel.
Well,
And he had suffered many things of many physicians. So this woman went to doctors and used pharmakia or medicine. And
whatever they used, but she never got healed.
And she had spent all that she had. So she was sick and broke because of doctors.
Wow.
And nothing bettered, but grew worse. When she had heard that Yashayah came in the press, behold, she touched his garment.
Come on.
And she said, if I may touch his clothes, I shall be whole.
Now watch the word he uses. Wait till he uses this word.
And he straightway,
watch this.
And straightway,
yeah,
the fortune of
the fountain
of her blood.
Wait, fountain. You know how much blood
she was issuing?
Yeah, she dried up.
Was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague.
No, of that sickness.
Of that plague.
This,
and Yashayah, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, he turned about in the press and said, who toucheth my clothes?
Wow.
And his disciples said unto him, thou seest the multitude, though thronging thee, and sayest thou, who touched me? So they're like,
yeah,
Christ, man, look at all these people touching you, and you said, who touched you?
Wow.
And he looked about and to see her that had done this thing. And the woman, falling, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him.
Look at this.
To toddle him all.
And told him the truth. All the truth.
And told him the truth.
Okay.
And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole.
Come on.
Go in peace and be whole of thy plague.
Now this woman must have knew that she came for the children of Israel. She must have knew this. She must have knew it. Because she couldn't wait. She had to see this man. While he yet spake, they came from the ruler of the synagogue's house, certain which said, thy daughter is dead.
So Israel is dead.
Wow.
People,
come on.
The children of Israel are in a decayed condition in America and in the world, the black and Hispanics.
Come on. Wow. Why troublest thou the master any further? As soon as Yashayah heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. Look at that. Fear has gripped the tribes in these last days that you wouldn't believe. Okay? Be not afraid, only believe. And he suffered no man. I believe, hold on, I want to stop. I believe that's why you're not seeing real healings. Because they're afraid. They're living in fear, Josh. Be not afraid, because they listen to this lousy government. Be not afraid, only believe. And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter, except, and James, John, the brother of James. Okay, those are good people. And he cometh to the house, and don't forget they were black. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. Okay, you want me to keep reading? And when he was come in, he said unto them, why make ye this also? The same tumult, and weep. The dasmal, I said it.
The dasmal.
I said it right. The dasmal is not dead.
So Israel is not dead.
Come on. Well, what's this? America, wake up. You're sleeping.
But she's in a spiritual sleep.
Awesome.
But so the children of Israel are sleeping, are in deep
wake up
to sleep or deception.
Hold on. Go.
And they laughed him to scorn, but that he had
Wake up, Black America. It's time.
And they laughed him to scorn, but when he had put them all out, so he had to get rid of the people that doubted that what he could do. He had to put them out of his presence.
That's good. I want to answer that. That's just what we're facing when we go on the street. Wherever we go, Josh, even Mary, wherever we go, we face people in doubt of their life, right? Doesn't that say in Deuteronomy? Doubt hangs over their life. You're in doubt. Because you got to come out of this slave mentality that you have on you.
And he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel and them that were with him, and he entereth in where the damsel was lying.
Come on.
And he took the damsel by the hand, and said unto her, Tali Kahumi, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose. So the children of Israel, when they hear the truth, eventually they will rise up.
And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years.
The 12 tribes.
Wow, come on. Awesome, Josh.
And they were astonished, and with great astonishment.
Wow.
And he charged them straitly that none man should know, and he commended that some things should be given to her to eat.
Wow. Wow. Man, and you know what? We went through that pretty quick, and there's a lot of meat in that chapter. You see, what did we say before? Knowing who you're reading about, right, Josh? Knowing where you're reading about, right, Tony? And knowing who you're reading about is going to make you understand the Bible better. Because whether you like it or not, I don't care if there's even Caucasians listening, it doesn't matter. We are. We have no problem with the truth. So why are you having a problem? Do the research, right, Josh, like everybody else. Because if you don't know about this Bible, see this black Bible? See this Bible? It's got the King James, and it's got the Apocrypha, it's got the 14 missing books, plus we have another 10. We've got almost all the missing books in the Bible. And you need to get them. You need information. We're in the greatest, information world time, Tony, ever, right? You know, and I'm not even like, that educated, but I've grown with Josh, just, listening to him and going through the internet, and you'd be amazed what's on the internet that they're not telling you in the church.
Right.
Because they're not told you to tell you.
Right.
They are told to tell you not to tell you these things. They'll even tell you not to listen to the internet.
So, that was a good chapter. Mark chapter 5.
I had fun with it, John. Let's talk about it. This is great. This is really great because we want to say this again tonight. We are so blessed that we received an offering yesterday. It was really awesome.
Right. That's awesome. Again, if you want to give to us, I put the information in our description. So
whatever you can afford, send.
So just look in our description for the information and feel free to give. So there's many parallels about the children of Israel, the 12 years, the woman that was sick were 12 years.
That's right. There's many. Yeah, I can't even start thinking about it. There are so many. For God so loved the world. We had to study that. We found out it was the world of Israel. It's all about Israel. It's not about no one else in this Bible.
Not to say anyone else can't believe and be saved, apparently, but the Most High has a elect, a first line people that He's chosen.
That's right.
So
I believe that we are welcome, Josh. That we'll be welcome someday, Tony, maybe, hopefully, into the kingdom, because we have learned that we have to keep the Sabbath. We have to keep Christ. We have to keep the holy days. It's been a miracle. It's been a miracle. So we want to say shalom.
Shalom.